Hi everybody, Dr. Lisa Thompson here, and welcome to another edition of The Doctor is In Live. Happy Friday to you, and today we're going to be continuing our blog topic discussion, and this is a topic that I get a lot of questions on. So if you're watching right now, grab a pad of paper and a pen, take some notes, make sure you share this with people right now so that you can make sure that they know this blogging tip that we're going to be talking about, which is Facebook versus WordPress comments. This is a question that I get asked often, which is, Doc, what type of comments should I have on my blog post? Should I be enabling Facebook comments, WordPress comments, or both? Now, there's a lot of people that have very different opinions on the topic, but I'm going to share with you my best tips on what I believe it should be, and especially for those who are first getting started blogging, or if you're blogging right now for some time and you haven't been getting the results. So let's get right to it. But before I share with you the exact tips, I want to give you a brief history of Google, because Google plays a huge role in determining what type of comment box you need to have on your blog. Now, if you remember 10 years ago, when you would do a Google search, you would type in your term that you wanted to find more information about, and you would bring up the first page of Google, and you would click on one of the first couple search terms on that page at the very top. You would notice that it wasn't a really great article, or you would notice that it was very difficult to read and it had a lot of ads in it. You see, back in the day, what Google determined to be relevant content that would rank first on the search engines were keywords. How many keywords did you have listed or put in your content? And so what a lot of people started doing is they began to keyword stuff their content. And in so doing, it made the content so unreadable because they were putting the keyword in almost every other word. And then what happened was a lot of marketers made so much money off of doing just this keywords, and the content wasn't relevant or unique, and people were getting really kind of angry about that, using Google for a search term. But when social media such as Facebook and Twitter really took off, Google began to look at how are we engaging people. And so they began to change the rules, if you will, about how content was going to be ranked in terms of being on the first page. And you always want to make sure that your blog or your post gets on the first page of Google, because that's where all the traffic is. Targeted traffic, traffic you don't have to pay for. So what happened, excuse me, was that Google, hi Billy, nice of you for watching, is what Google did is they began to do what we call these updates, or what they would say updates to their formula, and they would give them cute animal names such as the panda or Google Penguin. And what they did is they wanted to weed out those bad content and replace it with content that would get engagement. As of today, Google has 3 criteria that they have in terms of ranking content. First one, the content must be unique. Second, the content must be relevant. And third, the content must be engaging. Now, what I'm seeing is that there are a lot of marketers doing the first 2 criteria. They're creating content that is unique and relevant. But where they're really missing out on really getting a lot of love from Google and getting that extra attention from them, or that boost or juice, is in the engagement. And what they're doing is they're putting in either Facebook comments on their blog, or they're putting Facebook and WordPress comments together. And that is a bad thing. Now, I'm going to share with you what you really need to have for comments. It is, you need to enable the WordPress comments only, not Facebook on your blog posts. And here's why. As of today, Google does not recognize Facebook comments as part of their formula for figuring out engagement. So you could have on your blog post, you could have 60 comments on your blog post. It's highly engaging, but Google isn't going to recognize it. Google's just going to see 0 engagement. And the other part is when you have Facebook comments and WordPress comments together, when you look at the blog post, what is the first comment box you see? It's always Facebook. And what people are going to do, and I do this too when I'm going through and I'm looking at a blog post, you're going to leave a comment in the first comment box you see. And for most people, they're going to leave it on Facebook. So if you're building your blog right now, it is so important that you just have WordPress enabled only right now on your blog posts. Because what happens is when people leave comments on WordPress, it's like it sends a little message to Google like, hey, someone just left a comment. And then that's going to factor in to your engagement rating. And Google's going to look and go, oh, wow, look at these comments. This is a unique, relevant, and engaging piece of content. We're going to rank this higher. So it's very important that you just have WordPress comments right now. But I do want to put a disclaimer. There is a place when you want to use just Facebook comments only. And here is the time and place for doing that. You want to have Facebook comments enabled on your About Me page. Remember how we talked about that earlier in the week? Because that is your story. And people can leave comments. And not only that, with the Facebook comments on WordPress, they can choose to have that comment be seen on their public timeline if they choose to. Not only that, they can share that your particular page so that it gets you more eyeballs. The only other time I would consider putting Facebook comments is if on a certain page, let's say you're an affiliate for another, let's say for one of the big industry leaders, they're doing a huge product launch, and you are putting together your own package of bonuses that you were going to offer if people purchase through your link. Then you could put the Facebook comments enabled on those particular pages. I want to also just clear up something really quick too, is that, you don't need the Facebook comments section on your blog post because people can still share content via your social share buttons. Thank you, Billy. Billy says that he's getting better engagement using WordPress comments as opposed to Facebook, and that's great. Because you're going to get a lot more, like I said, you're going to see your overall website, if you're tracking it on Alexa, you're going to see that number get, the smaller the number on Alexa, the more relevant your website and the higher you're ranking in the search engines. So when you're enabling those WordPress comments, it's really going to be beneficial to you because guys, we really need to leverage Google. Google right now is still the #1 search engine in the internet, and even though YouTube is nipping at their heels, you need to leverage them. Okay, you need to get all of that leverage from them by having unique, relevant, and engaging content. And if you start engaging by having the right comment box there, using WordPress comments, you're going to see your blog activity increase because people are more and more eyeballs are going to be on your content. Now I'm going to give you an example. When I first started really consistently blogging and understanding what Google was doing, about a year ago, I just used Facebook comments, and I really was not, my views on my blog posts, I was lucky if I was getting 50 to 60 views. Today, I haven't even shared any of my content on any social media syndication sites. Just by learning how to do simple keyword research and getting engagement, I'm averaging about 140, 150 views a day on my blog. Hey, Joel, thanks for watching. And that's very, very important. It comes with consistency, but I'm also noticing that Google is giving me and my content and my website more of a boost just by having the WordPress plugin and comment section enabled. So disable that Facebook comments, okay? When do you want to use Facebook comments? I would say if you're making 7 figures on your blog, then you can put them on there. But for the meantime, it's so important that you get a presence. You need to establish your website and get yourself known out there online. And the way to do that is to video helpful today. I think we had a little bit of interruption. I had a little bit of interruption going there on my post, but I apologize. If you found value, leave a comment and share below. And then make sure what I want you to do is click on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. You'll see a notification box. And if you touch that, what that will do is that will let you know whenever I'm doing a Facebook Live so you never miss another show. And also, head on over to my website at drlisamthompson.com, and when you do, I have a free gift waiting for you, my 5 online tools you need to build a buyer's audience on social media. And some of you have been asking me, what blogging platform are you using to get such great results? If you click on the link, I'm going to put the link in here the minute I'm done with the live show here, and it'll take you to a page where you can see an exact video demonstration of what this blogging platform is and how it can help you establish your brand and build your business. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome weekend. And then make sure you tune in tomorrow because I'm going to be doing some mindset training with you guys. So enjoy your Friday, and we'll talk tomorrow.